Archangel Michael says, what you are about to uncover is not an accident. A divine truth is making its way to you, and it holds the power to either shatter your heart or release you into peace. There is a reason you're seeing this now, and it's because the mask someone wore for too long is finally cracking. The silence you felt in their words lately wasn't just your imagination. Behind every delayed reply, every distant glance, every unspoken emotion, there was something buried. You were sensing the change long before it ever showed itself, and now, heaven is peeling the layers off. Archangel Michael says, what was once hidden in the darkness is now coming to light under divine command. The person you trusted, the one who promised to be your shelter, has been carrying a double soul. One half they show to you, the other one they reserve for someone else when they think no eyes are watching. This revelation won't wait for your permission. It's here. And whether you are ready or not, the truth is unfolding moment by moment, step by step, breath by breath. Type Amen to get blessing 333. That phone they always held tightly. It holds fragments of moments they never wanted you to see. Private conversations, shared smiles, even saved photos with someone whose name you wouldn't expect. These aren't just coincidences. The universe is no longer letting you live blind. You may recall a time when they started blaming you for things that didn't make sense. Picking fights for no reason. Suddenly needing space. All of this was a cover, a distraction from the real story. They were building something elsewhere behind your back. God does not reveal to destroy. God reveals to prepare. And now, you're standing at the gate of that revelation, heart trembling, soul confused, but still brave enough to hear it through. Type Amen to get blessing 844. There's someone they've been emotionally tied to, even if they keep denying it with words. But it's not about what they say anymore, it's about what they do when you're not looking. This person has been speaking about your relationship behind closed doors, revealing things that should have remained sacred. Your energy changed the moment you felt something was off. That was your spirit getting ready for the truth before it surfaced. What's happening now is just confirmation of what your intuition already whispered. Archangel Michael says, the one who looked you in the eyes and called it love, has another pair of eyes where they pour emotions too. That other presence has been influencing them, manipulating them, even convincing them they deserve more than what you offer. The betrayal didn't start overnight, it started in small pieces. Type Amen to get blessing 997. It began when they chose to respond to a message they should have ignored. A flirt disguised as harmless words, a memory from the past that should have stayed closed. But they didn't resist. It made them feel seen, wanted, and powerful. Every lie has an origin. Every secret has a moment where it's born. And now, those roots are growing out of the soil, tangled and undeniable. You may remember a change in their behavior, cancelled plans, strange absences, or even an increased attention to how they look. It wasn't about you anymore. They were dressing up their guilt with fake smiles and scented cologne. Type Amen to get blessing 515. They started deleting chats. They began guarding their phone as if it were a vault. They became reactive over simple things, because guilt was boiling under their skin. And now, God is saying it's time you see what's been growing behind your back. This is not to destroy you. This is to clear the fog you've been forced to live in. To restore your clarity, your self-worth, and your right to the full truth. There's a third party involved. Not just emotionally, but with intent. Someone who wants to replace you, someone who's been planting doubts into your partner's mind like poison in a cup. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They smile with you, but mourn for another. They touch your hand, but think of someone else's skin. They share space with you, but give their spirit elsewhere, and heaven cannot remain silent about it any longer. God has been sending signs. Glitches in communication. Misplaced names. Half-answered questions. And now, Archangel Michael says, divine justice is ready to balance what has been crooked. You don't need to beg for truth anymore. It's walking through your front door without knocking. It's in the way their tone changed, in the way they looked at you differently during small conversations. Type Amen to get blessing 289. What you felt in your chest was never anxiety, it was divine alarm. The truth is, this wasn't just a slip. It was a choice. And they kept choosing it, even after knowing what it would do to your heart. Behind the scenes, they've been fantasizing about a new life. One where you're not in the picture. One where responsibilities are absent and temptation is free to grow without limits. And the saddest part? You loved them enough to overlook their distance. You gave them chances before knowing what needed to be forgiven. Type Amen to get blessing 611. God isn't revealing this for revenge. God is revealing this to rebuild you. So that you no longer wait for loyalty from someone who handed their loyalty away piece by piece. Their apologies may come too late, wrapped in performance and empty sorrow. But your spirit already knows what's real. It's not just the betrayal of action, it's the betrayal of your trust, of your truth, of your time. Your tears were never wasted. Every tear you shed while waiting for them to change was a silent prayer. And now, heaven is answering it. Type Amen to get blessing 303. There's someone else coming into your life. Someone who will know your value without needing to be reminded. But first, this old wound must be cleaned with truth. No more illusions. No more pretending. The person they've been confiding in is not a stranger to you. That's what makes it sting even deeper. This was someone you crossed paths with, someone who once smiled in your face. And while you were extending kindness, they were nurturing betrayal with soft hands. But God is not mocked, what they sowed in secret will bloom in public. Type Amen to get blessing 422. Archangel Michael says, this is your breaking point, or your breakthrough. What feels like destruction is actually your escape. Your new beginning does not wear the face of someone who lied to you. The truth is not cruel, it is necessary. You deserve a love that doesn't hide behind curtains. You deserve a partner who chooses you without hesitation. This moment may feel like the end, but it's a sacred reroute. You were not meant to live in confusion, wondering why their love felt conditional. Type Amen to get blessing 733. It was never your fault. Your loyalty didn't fail, it was just misplaced in someone who didn't understand its weight. Let that guilt fall from your shoulders now. Soon, the full truth will reach you. Screenshots. Voices. Stories. Words from those who witnessed what was kept from you. Nothing will remain hidden for long. They will try to twist the narrative, but you already have the answers. Not because you spied, but because heaven whispered it all to your soul in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 868. You may feel anger, and that's okay. You may cry. You may even scream. That's your healing beginning. And while they scramble to control the damage, you will rise. Not out of revenge, but out of renewal. A fresh wind is coming. This is your rebirth. This is your spirit choosing clarity over confusion. No more waiting for them to be honest. No more hoping their lies turn into love. Type Amen to get blessing 949. God is not done with your story. This was just a dark chapter. The pages ahead hold light, laughter, and a love that will never make you beg. You were always more than enough, they just weren't equipped to receive you. Don't let their betrayal define you. Let it free you. Archangel Michael says, you are being lifted. Out of sorrow. Out of denial. Out of false promises. Into truth. Into alignment. Into a peace they could never give you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Let the truth come. Let it roar like a river. Let it wash away everything fake. You are ready now. The pain may linger for a while, but so will your growth. The freedom of knowing is greater than the illusion of comfort. What is broken now can finally be rebuilt. But this time, with truth. With strength. With sacred self-love. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. This was not punishment. This was revelation. You are now awake. And that awakening will carry you far. Far from betrayal. Far from lies. Far from the shadows of their double life. Now, you walk in light. You walk in freedom. You walk with God, who never allowed you to suffer in silence for no reason. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You made it to the truth. And that means, you're ready for what's next. A life where you are seen, loved, honored, and never lied to again. This is your closure. This is your divine exit. This is your soul's redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 2000. You've been carrying a weight that was never yours to bear. Their lies, their absence, their unexplained silence, it all built up inside you like invisible bricks, stacking one by one until you could barely breathe. But now, those bricks are being torn down by truth, and the air returning to your lungs is holy. Even the nights you cried yourself to sleep were seen. The angels stood by you, recording every tear. Your pain was not overlooked. It was stored in heaven's book as evidence of what you endured. You don't need to fight for the truth anymore, it's on your side. It's unraveling, even when they try to cover it back up. You may feel like everything is falling apart, but in reality, it's finally coming together, just without the lies. Type Amen to get blessing 3555. They will soon feel what it's like to lose someone who would have done anything for them. They didn't lose you when they cheated, they lost you the moment they decided you weren't enough. And now that decision is returning to haunt them. There is a specific person who encouraged them to betray you. Someone whose jealousy of your relationship burned quietly like a hidden fire. They pretended to be a confidant, but they were the snake in the garden. This person made themselves look innocent, but their hands are covered in manipulation. They've been whispering into your partner's ears for weeks, if not months. Stirring doubts. Feeding temptations. Breaking what you built. Type Amen to get blessing 4111. You may not have seen the betrayal in their eyes, but you felt it in their energy. That's because your spirit is tuned to truth. No matter how good their lies were, your soul never swallowed them fully. They thought they could balance both lives. They thought they could return to you after entertaining someone else and everything would remain the same. But God doesn't allow love to exist where loyalty has been lost. You have been assigned a season of elevation. This betrayal is the final test before you walk into something extraordinary. Someone is about to enter your life who won't hide their phone. Someone who won't make you question your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 678. The one who left you confused will soon be the one confused. Because when you walk away, you're not taking pain with you, you're taking back your power. And they won't know what to do when your silence speaks louder than their excuses. Archangel Michael says, "The sword of truth is sharp, and it's now in your hands." But you don't have to fight. The battle is already won. Your only task is to step forward. Every smile you forced while holding in your tears, heaven saw that. Every moment you stayed loyal while they entertained someone else, heaven recorded it. And now, the balance is shifting. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Their double life is collapsing. Slowly, then suddenly. Every word they whispered to the other person will now echo back at them with shame. And that third party? They are not celebrating anymore. Because they're beginning to realize they were only an escape, not a replacement. Your partner may have lied to you, but they lied to them too. Truth is like water, it will always rise to the surface. And now, that water is overflowing. The phone calls, the texts, the receipts, the sightings, it's all aligning for divine exposure. Type Amen to get blessing 5005. The same people who once praised them are beginning to question their motives. The lies are no longer believable. The mask is slipping, and underneath it, the truth is trembling. There is no going back to how things were. You can forgive, but you don't have to return. You are allowed to protect your peace, your spirit, and your future. Let them taste the consequences of choosing momentary temptation over eternal loyalty. Let them sit with the reality that they traded gold for glitter. Type Amen to get blessing 3700. This pain is birthing a stronger version of you. The version that doesn't settle. The version that says no more to being someone's second choice. They will come back. They will apologize. They will weep and say it meant nothing. But you'll be too elevated to step back into the shadows they created. This is your awakening. You now see people clearly. You now love yourself more fiercely. You now recognize betrayal, not as your failure, but as their curse. Type Amen to get blessing 633. God is sending replacements. New love. New laughter. New loyalty. The kind of connection that doesn't make you question if you're good enough. And when that new presence enters your life, it will feel like breathing after drowning. They will celebrate your spirit, not hide from it. They will protect you, not pretend. Their betrayal will become irrelevant the moment you realize who you truly are, chosen, anointed, and destined for sacred love. What they broke, God is rebuilding stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 788. So let the tears fall now, they are part of your cleansing. Let your heart grieve, but don't let it retreat. What's on the other side of this storm is peace. Archangel Michael says, this divine pain is not permanent. You're just being purified for what you asked for, a real, unshakable love. One that doesn't flirt with chaos. Let them sit with their regrets. Let them scroll through your photos wondering why they couldn't love you right. Let the silence teach them the cost of dishonoring someone sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You gave them more than they deserved, and yet they gave pieces of themselves to someone who didn't even know how to hold them. That's not your shame. That's their burden now. You walk away with dignity. With scars, yes, but also with wisdom. And that wisdom will protect your heart going forward. The messages are being revealed. The truth is taking shape. The karmic cycle is closing, and the door they opened with deception is the same one they'll walk through, alone. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Now it's your turn to rise. Not in revenge, but in rebirth. You are not what they did to you. You are what you chose to become after. There's a spiritual glow about to fall over your life that will make even your enemies sit in awe. The same people who watched you cry will now watch you conquer. The days of confusion are over. The veil is lifted. The chains are broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1011. God is delivering everything they tried to block. The love you were denied is returning in divine form. The peace you craved is being signed, sealed, and sent your way. This heartbreak won't destroy you, it will refine you. You're walking out of this fire without a scent of smoke on your clothes. And the world will ask how you did it. You'll simply smile and say, because the truth set me free. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. This is your new chapter. Begin it with no fear. End it with no regrets. Let them remember your love as the one they ruined. Let them carry the weight of your silence. You, dear soul, are moving on, with grace, with power, and with heaven's full blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. You are no longer trapped in their story. You are writing your own. The moment you stopped begging for clarity and started listening to your spirit, that's when your healing truly began. Everything you went through in silence, every night you stayed awake wondering why, has now become the proof of your endurance. They underestimated your strength. But you never needed their approval to rise, you only needed the truth. That truth has now arrived, escorted by angels and delivered through divine timing. This pain wasn't meant to destroy you, it was meant to deliver you. It has awakened a fire in your soul they never knew existed. Type Amen to get blessing 2345. The calls you never heard. The messages they deleted. The places they said they never went. All of it is coming out now in perfect order. Not by accident, but by design. You may be tempted to confront. You may want to scream and show them you know. But silence is louder than rage, and your silence now is your sword. Let God handle the confrontation. Your job is to heal. Your job is to walk away from what was never rooted in honesty. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. They thought they could keep you as a backup plan. As a safe space when things didn't work out elsewhere. But heaven is canceling that cycle right now. You are not a backup. You are the blessing they will never have again. You are being lifted from this pain and pushed into a season where your heart will be respected. No more mixed signals. No more gaslighting. No more pretending. The more they realize what they lost, the deeper their regret will grow. And that's not your burden anymore. You don't need to explain your worth, you are walking in it now. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. They may still be pretending like nothing happened. They may still be trying to play both sides. But the days of deceit are numbered. What was done in secret will soon shout from rooftops. The betrayal didn't start when they physically left, it started the moment they emotionally withdrew. You were giving your full self to someone who only gave you fractions. But now you know. And now you're reclaiming every piece of yourself you gave away trying to hold it all together. Type Amen to get blessing 989. Archangel Michael says, divine separation is happening for your protection. What you thought was a curse was actually mercy. God is saving you from more sleepless nights and deeper damage. You are not losing them. They already lost you the moment they lied. You are gaining yourself back. And that's a blessing they can never take from you again. The pain will pass. The memories will fade. But the wisdom you're gaining now will echo through every future relationship you walk into. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. You've outgrown their games. You've outgrown the cycle of apologies that never led to change. You've outgrown the person they pretended to be. Now, you're stepping into alignment. Into peace. Into truth. No more waiting for someone to love you right. The one coming next will speak your name with pride. They won't hide you. They won't compare you. They will honor you in private and in public. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The people who once pitied you will soon envy your glow. The ones who doubted your strength will witness your breakthrough. And the one who broke you will be haunted by the way you rise. Let them watch from afar. You don't need to. Confusion. They will regret not choosing the peace you offered them. And no matter who they run to now, they will never find your heart again. Because your heart is moving on. Your spirit is healing. Your soul is no longer available for their games. God is placing someone in your life who will never ask you to lower your standards. Someone who will rise to meet your love, not run from it. Type Amen to get blessing 1661. The truth may have broken you, but it also freed you. The tears may still fall, but they no longer fall in vain. Each drop is watering the garden of your rebirth. You are being restored in secret so you can shine in public. Soon they won't just see the difference, they'll feel it. The same way you felt the difference in their love when it started fading. Let this be your moment of complete release. Release the lies. Release the fear. Release the version of you that begged for the bare minimum. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Your future doesn't need their apology. Your destiny is not waiting for their permission. You are already on the path toward everything they were too blind to see in you. And when they scroll through your photos, wondering why your smile looks different now, it's because you are finally smiling for real. Not faking it. Not forcing it. Just free. Let them chase what they thought they wanted. You're done chasing. You're receiving now. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. This was the final chapter with them. And your next chapter is filled with nothing but favor. Favor in your emotions. Favor in your peace. Favor in your future relationships. There will be no more begging for communication. No more decoding their mixed signals. No more crying over half-efforts and broken trust. This is where you begin again. With a healed heart. With clear vision. With divine protection surrounding every step. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Don't look back. They can't follow you into this next season. Their lies can't exist in the light you're walking into. You're not angry anymore, you're awakened. You're not bitter, you're becoming. You're not lost, you're finally home within yourself. Let the truth settle. Let it anchor you. Let it build the new version of you that they'll never have access to again. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Archangel Michael says, what you've endured will not go unrewarded. What they thought they got away with is now unfolding in their life like a mirror. The pain they gave is returning with interest. You, on the other hand, will rise in ways they can't explain. Your glow will disturb their regrets. Your peace will expose their chaos. You are chosen. You are protected. And you are finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Your story isn't ending here, it's just getting started.